This passenger disappears on a plane. Yo, this thing is crazy. Um, as I pull it up real quick, Dom, what was your thoughts on it in general? Hold up, as I pull it up here.
So, to clarify, guys, it is a dead passenger that
Yes, my bad.
disappeared. So there was a passenger that died in flight, mysteriously, has gone missing after the aircraft diverted to Chicago from a flight from Istanbul. The flight was originally scheduled to go to San Francisco. The flight made an emergency landing at O'Hare on July 13th after the passengers suffered a fatal medical emergency over Greenland. The Airbus A350 was originally considering landing in Keflavik, but instead continued to Chicago for logistical reasons. Once on the ground, the passenger's body was reportedly removed from the aircraft, but now confusion reigns over where those remains went. The Chicago Cook County Medical Examiner Office said it never received the body and was never notified. Turkish Airlines claims the remains were transferred onto a different flight to San Francisco, but officials say they have no record of confirming that either. The lack of documentation has alarmed both the victim's family and authorities. IATA guidelines require that deceased passengers remain on board until local authority formally receives the body, but that procedure appears to have been broken in this case. So, are we harvesting organs or no?
That was, I mean, that's a question within the harvesting organs, or this cat got one because you can actually take some stuff or like inject yourself stuff to make your heart rate stop so low that it'll give you the appearance of that you're dead, but you're not.
Okay. I
And I
didn't
wonder if he just
know
want
that.
to get.
My mind already went to the extreme, harvesting organs, and you're like, oh, that nigga was playing and he was trying to get away from somebody.
I was saying he's trying to get away from his family.
I mean, that very well could be true because I'm like, really?
Nah, I think he just dipped out.
So my question is, okay, there has to be some sort of security footage on the outside of this airport, on the tarmac and all this stuff, like where the plane, like boards and, on boards, unloading everything. There has to be some sort of camera that shows them. It just, okay. So I have so many questions. Okay, so we
Mhm.
know that when people pass, they leave them on the seat. They leave them in the seat, and now unless like if somebody's sitting next to them, if there are open seats available, yes, the other people like can move. But they pretty much just put a sheet over the person until they can deplane, land somewhere. And typically they don't do an emergency landing either.
No,
So
right.
that was the
Yeah,
interesting part. That's why I was like,
they
so
thought he was gone for real.
you deplane, you was supposed to go to San Francisco. Now, unless the flight already had a scheduled layover, but that mean who is this person? Because how because who would have came on the plane? It's like a whole scheme that Todd set up. Because and that's from any women listening that watch Housewives would know where that came from.
So the name of the thing is called an Indenosine Injection. It's supposed to help you slow your heart down, like if your heart was fast. But I know the people try to use it to make it look like they're dead by taking more of it. It's risky though now to do, but you could give
Yeah.
it can give the appearance for a time period that your heart is not beating, but it's just you have a faint pulse. If someone would have to know medically like that you're not fully dead, that you do have a faint pulse and that you're really still alive.
Okay.
So
I don't know. I mean, it could be that, but then I'm also going to the extreme. I'm okay with because I'm an Aquarius. I'm gonna go to the extreme.
now only reason I think that it may not be my scenario because he was 83, it looks like. So what organs you trying to harvest from an 83-year-old?
Okay, so now, but they wouldn't know.
You an 83-year-old man
No, but the person might not know.
that they're trying to harvest an 83-year-old man? You saying?
So y'all so this now reminds me of this episode of Lost, where the lead, his dad, you remember his daddy died, and then when they did like an alternate scenario, it was him, them losing his dad's remains, like in that last season. So now I'm like how y'all lose a whole ass body?
Yeah, this whole thing is
like,
weird.
is it sitting outside? Like, there's cameras. So even if they, which I wouldn't assume that they would remove the body and take him through the airport.
Yeah, he was there for a while. The fake the death thing may not be possible because he was there for a while, and they, so maybe my thing might.
Yeah, they said the medical emergency happened.
There were 2 doctors on the plane, so no, maybe he ain't fake his death. Maybe they. Yeah. But I'm just saying. But
I also think that now that's an extreme, like you said. But like, I mean, depending on how his eyesight was, eyes, tissue. But that's just a really wild.
Or they literally may have lost him. Like his body may be rolling down somewhere and rolled into something. And somebody don't want to fess up to it.
Yeah.
Like, hey, do you know where that body was? Did you leave it at the... Man, we're going to say we lost it. I hope they don't ask about it. Say we cremated them for them. I don't know. It's weird. It's definitely super weird. I'll tell you that. All right.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand. Yeah, they should. They would have said that. Yeah, the bar. But so I know when you go on planes, they got like 2 different doors. It's one to the right, one to the left, and when you load it on. But I'm trying to understand.
No, they had him in the ambulance taking him back. They lost him. The San Mateo County lost him.
Oh,
that's what I'm reading. This more in-depth article says the San Mateo in San Francisco area lost his body. Like basically, they don't know where his body. The positive body was sent to the San Mateo County Coroner's Office, according to Cancilli. Cancilli said July 25th, the office was unable to offer additional information about the passenger's death. So they said, and they gave it to San Mateo County Coroner. So, or maybe he could have still faked this death thing and then paid everybody to say all this stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he 80-some years old.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Maybe. But next up, we got this California man behind bars for sniffing a woman's bottom at Nordstrom's rack. So a 36-year-old ex-offender named Calese Carron Crowder was arrested July 22nd, 2025 after allegedly being caught on camera sniffing a woman's behind while she shopped in the women's section of Nordstrom's rack at Burbank Empire Center in California. Police responded to reports of a suspicious man lurking in the store, and Crowder, who was on the active parole for prior lewd offenses, was apprehended inside a nearby Walmart. He has a history of similar incidents during a viral 2023 TikTok video showing him sniffing women's rears at Burbank Barnes & Noble, as well as arrests for peeping into home, indecent exposure, burglary, and robbery. Crowder faces charges of intent to commit a crime and is being held on $100,000 bail and scheduled to appear in court on August 1st.
He do not need to be outside. And once he do his time, he needs to be in a mental institution because you can't go around smelling people booty. This is crazy. And I mean, and he looks, y'all have to look this man up. He looks like someone that would do that. And then I saw a video of a young lady, like you said, at the Barnes and Noble that started to record him because he was following her around. And you could see him in the video smelling her butt.
Yeah, because he put it on Did they say he put on TikTok or they was
Well,
somebody
I
else?
saw the video I saw was a young lady. She did a news story, you know, like the news had gotten in contact with her and she shared her footage. And you see him like crawling around because she said he started to follow her around the store. And then she stopped and she took her camera out and kind of posted it up. And he doesn't even really see her camera or anything, but you see her kind of stand there and you see him bend down and crawl over and smell her butt.
Yeah, I'm finna get a picture for y'all right quick.
I hope that he gets pink eye for the rest of his life because this is ridiculous. You are not well.
Here he is right here for everybody. If you're watching online, here he is here.
Look at them ears. This is an alien. This is the alien. This makes no sense. Take your ass back to jail, and they need to leave him there and then take him to a mental institution once he serves his time. He should never be able to walk down the street. He's not because here's the thing, and then he'll ultimately that starts it, and then he gonna end up assaulting somebody.
Yeah, I mean that's 100% what he's gonna do.
Yeah,
they just
you've been peeping in people's window.
Yeah, you're gonna have to like now I'm trying to think of it like a you got to keep him not incarcerated but in a mental institution at this point because
absolutely
he's gonna do something to somebody. That's what I mean. And if you don't do something about this to help this out, somebody's gonna get hurt, and then it's gonna be like, well, we could have kept him in. Well, duh.
And that's all. Like, do right, and he needs to be locked away. This is. I mean, how many times?
Yeah.
How like this is ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, what else? What else can you do for real though?
I'm just looking at him. I'm like, I just want to grab you by your ears.
And like, so what? Well, okay, Dom, if you saw that happening, what would you do?
Like he would got a boot to the
head. You said a boot to the head?
A boot to the head, and I would have been screaming at the top of my lungs. And we all would have been attacking him. They need to bring back shame, stoning people to death.
Shame. Like Game of Thrones. Shame.
Yes.
Shame. Yeah.
Weird motherfucker.
Yeah,
anyway.
It's weird. It's a weird scenario. But you remember the Speed dude in St. Louis back in the 90s?
The who?
That was attacking women and sucking their toes?
No.
In like the 90s, yeah. I forgot his name. He was like the toe sucking bandit. He was in Forest Park too.
Of course, he was in Forest Park.
Yeah, I think it was in St. Louis. It was in Forest Park, I know, because he was just knocking women over and sucking their toes.
Oh my goodness!
And then running away.
That's okay.
Okay, here we go. Well, man, he wasn't caught to 2008.
Damn.
Oh, now y'all won't let me get the article. Y'all suck. Colombian.
Let me guess. It's the post. It's
Donald Keith Glamaco. Okay, no, that's not him. That's not him. But I know it's in the 90s though. I gotta find it. Okay. Somebody, all my St. Louis people, y'all remember that cat. He was definitely had women scared and everything in St. Louis for a while.
Jeez. It's always look, and it don't make no damn sense.
Got it. 1992. A man suspected.
Oh yeah, I was like a toddler.
Yeah, a man suspected of being the so-called St. Louis toe sucker was charged Wednesday with offenses again against 7 schoolgirls Edgar Joes, 29, was charged with 2 felony counts of abuse and 5 other misdemeanor charges. The incidents occurred between late December and March 4th. Police said Jones, posing as a jogger, would knock down the girls, remove their shoes, and suck their toes. Some of the girls were also fondled, police said. None of the girls aged 13 to 19 were injured physically, but some were injured emotionally, Police Major Ronald Henderson said.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was a toe sucker. I think it was another dude too, but that's 92. I know for sure. I knew that guy was there. But that was one of those deep stories in St. Louis.
Hey y'all, if you like what you see here on Everyone Needs an Aquarius, be sure to hit that button right there. It'll take you to more clips, and be sure to like, subscribe, and share our podcast. See you back next time.